Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. William Ruto is being rejected by China after he went there to borrow $1 billion loan to come out and continue with the project of SGR. As we speak now, Ruto's plan is being rejected by China as China prefers lending their money to Prime Minister of Ethiopia, Abiy. This is not just a shock, but this is something that he told you, that William Ruto is a president that contradicts himself day in, day out. Was this William Ruto who came out saying this?
Hatutakuwa tunatafuta madeni kutoka China na mahali ingine ambayo sasa inatuletea kisirani. Nyinyi mnanielewa jameni? Si mumesikia katika Kenya yetu kufikia sasa hata mtoto ambaye ako kwa tumbo ya mama hajasaliwa tayari ako na sehemu ya deni ya Kenya. Si mumesikia hiyo story? Na hakuna njia ingine ya kukomesha madeni. Njia ya kukomesha madeni ni kumwezesha mwananchi mashinani afanye biashara, ni kuhakikisha kwamba vijana wako na nafasi ya kufanya kazi. Wakifanya kazi watalipa ushuru, wakifanya biashara watalipa ushuru. Serikali itakuwa na pesa kutoka ushuru, hatutakuwa tunatafuta madeni. Kwa hivyo tuko na mbinu na namna ya kubadilisha Kenya.
How do you expect China to come out and to lend you loan at the same time while you were the deputy president, you came out destroying China? That the purpose and the reason why we were in a trouble was because of the China loan. The same William Ruto, while he was the deputy president, came out telling Kenyans, you are suffering because Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta took loan from China. Is the man that came out even sending a bad news to China that at that time I was going to take office, I was not going to take loan. So remember, China is telling William Ruto that we trust the Ethiopia than Kenya. And the reason behind it is we are being told that Ethiopia, led by the Prime Minister Abiy, they are credit-worthy and strategic. And William Ruto is not credit-worthy and strategic. We accept that because when William Ruto decided to go for a $1 billion loan from China, he never came out telling the exact reason why he was going to have that loan. Secondly, the strategy on how they're going to use it and a strategy on how they're going to pay the loan. They never came out illustrating and telling us how this was going to be actualized. So at the same time, William Ruto and the Prime Minister of Ethiopia visited China. I analyzed a video here, and some people thought like I was a propagandist. I told you here, when William Ruto went to China, those who welcomed him was not the president of China. The way you find a president of a country, when he is coming, is being welcomed by the president of that country. William Ruto was not welcomed by the president of China. He was just sent these secretariats to come out and welcome William Ruto. Leave alone even kwa kiwanja ndege. William Ruto, even it reached even 1 or 2 days, he never met the president of China. William Ruto came out meeting meeting the president of China later as he was coming back to Kenya. And that is why muliona sasa hii Kenya Kwanza brigade wakakuja wakatuonyesha, oh, mulisema ati Ruto hakuwa amemeet huyu president wa China, you know. Na William Ruto angerudi kama hajaonana na president wa China. Why? Because when you relate the way the Prime Minister Abiy of Ethiopia was welcomed, immediately touched down China, he was so warmly welcomed by the president of China. So this also indicated earlier on that these people are not so much interested with William Ruto. I told you, some people thought like, oh, I don't know what I'm saying. This was a deeply researched analysis, and I understood whatever I was going to tell you. And this is another bombshell, as China is coming out to reject William Ruto because they are claiming William Ruto is not credit worthy and he doesn't have strategy on how they're going to have business together with China. This also comes after William Ruto had already trusted more West countries than even China, Russia, you know. So the strategy and also the kind of criteria that William Ruto used was a kind of strategy that was contradicting himself, you know. You endorse so much the West countries. This side, you had already destroyed China, you know, and this side, you're showing a kind of, you are trusting so much these West countries like United States of America. So China to come out rejecting William Ruto, this after deep analysis China had already had when it comes to their books, you know. They had already understood William Ruto so much. Even nyinyi mkipiga kelele huku, hao walishaelewa William Ruto ni nani. Kwa sababu he has come out to destroy them. At the same time, he has come out to show a kind of manipulation when it comes to the loan that China had lended Kenya during the regime of Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. Then I want to ask you a simple question. Do you think that China can work with William Ruto? If they cannot work with William Ruto. And I want to tell you, there are several lending institutions across the world that they are not trusting William Samoei Ruto. Not that William Ruto is bad, but because William Ruto is not trusted with these loans that they are going to give William Ruto, you know. And those people who are surrounding William Ruto, they are trying to negate a kind of scenario that even these lending institutions, they are not trusting William Ruto. Leave alone even China. As we speak now, IMF wako kwa koo ya William Ruto na kuhakikisha kwamba wasipofinya William Ruto, hii loan italipwa. Na hata baada wamepewa loan, they're being told you must use this loan in a right way. And that is why William Ruto is having pressure left, right, center, as lending institutions are coming out to reject him totally. And that is why you can see even local lending institutions in the Republic of Kenya, they're coming out to reject William Ruto. So, because the same scenario that China is coming out to find about William Ruto, they don't want to talk about lending William Ruto money. So, as we speak, in SGR race, the president of China gives Addis Ababa, or rather they give, they have already awarded the Prime Minister of Ethiopia the attention. And the attention is Ruto's plan is being slowed by failure by his peers to sign on the coast-to-coast rail project, as China finds Ethiopia more credit-worthy and strategic on towards paying their loan. And that is whatever is happening. So it is not just the decision that has been made today. This is something that China was slowly monitoring William Ruto's movement. And also when it comes to the comments, speeches, and remarks that William Ruto made during his time when he was the deputy president. And he came out saying that Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta was using, or rather, the loan that Uhuru Kenyatta came with from China destroyed the economy of the Republic of Kenya. And that is what happened. So, ladies and gentlemen, what do you think? Is it a right thing for China to come out rejecting William Ruto when it comes to the loan? Is it a good idea? Or is it a good idea for China to come out and give the trust to Ethiopia, the Prime Minister? What do you think? Drop your opinion at the comment section below. Otherwise, I want to appreciate you so much because of great support. Please consider subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing this video.